We're on our way to tour yet another high-rise condo development project here in Metro Manila. This one's probably the most realistic match for our tastes yet, and we're going to tell you why in a second. But if you haven't already seen our previous episodes where we tour a 167 million peso unit here in BGC, or the one where we venture outside of this neighborhood to the new development in Bridgetown, you should check those out. But today's condo unit is particularly exciting because it's in an area of BGC that we've actually kind of fallen in love with recently. So it's an area that we really could see ourselves living in. We hope that the pricing's a little bit more in line with what our budget would be, but mostly we're excited to see what life would be like in this part of BGC. We're heading to Uptown.
So many things that we love about Uptown. Number one, the proximity to BGC. Now, it is not Bonifacio Global City proper. It's not within that little circle that BGC calls itself. It is just outside, like 2 blocks. And there are tons of shops and restaurants and malls and a lot of things that are right at your fingertips. But it is, I would say, about 3 to 4 blocks from High Street. And we love to walk, so that is absolutely no problem for us. In fact, we're walking from where we live now to Uptown, and we do that every time we visit. It's like maybe a 10-minute walk.
And I really like going to the Uptown Mall over here because they have so many options for things to buy and look at and stuff like that. And I'm also very excited because we might go to a therapeutic movie theater, which has like beds, literally. And I'm super excited to see if we can do that.
He's referring to the Tempur-Pedic mattress movie theater. So it is a really, really cool concept, and this is the only place we've ever seen or heard of it. It's the Tempur-Pedic mattresses for your movie chair. So essentially, like, you can watch a movie in bed in a movie theater. And it just sounds like the coolest thing ever, most comfortable thing ever. This is the entrance of the mall. It's really open at the front of it. And we're gonna take some escalators up here, and there's a covered, nice and shady, bridge to take us to the building across the street. It kind of feels like the whole place is the mall because it's really open. And there is an indoor air-conditioned part of the mall too, but it just feels like shops and restaurants are everywhere and they're all connected.
One of the things I like about Uptown, it's probably about the same age as the area of BGC where we live, but because there's so much new construction going on right around here, it feels so much newer. All of the buildings look very modern, very glass exterior, kind of shiny and cool. So it just feels like it's a new area of BGC, whether it is or not.
And we found their office building. The Uptown life starts here. Mega World! It sounds like an amusement park. I wonder if that's what the kids think we're doing. Good morning.
How are you?
Is this like Mitsukoshi? Not Mitsukoshi, the place over there, that mall?
No, not Mitsukoshi. You're talking about Uptown Mall, and this is not attached to Uptown Mall either, as far as I can see. This looks like a separate development that's really close by. So we'll have to ask Ciryl, the person we have an appointment with, how far away and exactly where. Sorry, Ciryl.
Hello. Speaking of.
Hello. This is Brooklyn. Brooklyn and Cole.
Okay. Yes. Hello, I'm Ate Ciryl. Ate Ciryl. Sir Phil.
Hello.
Finally. Hello, it's so nice to meet you. Is this your first time here in Uptown?
No, we visited many times. We love to come over here for dinner and shopping. Kids love Mitsukoshi Mall. Cyryl's already informed us that this is not the project that we're gonna be looking at. That one is close to the Venice Canal Mall, and that's a drive away. You definitely can't walk to it. This is more like it. I love scale models. It just gives you such a very clear idea of the project. And this is the mall that we just passed. And that is their first project that they have. I think it's Uptown 1. One Uptown. I always get things backwards. And over here gives you a better lay of the land of the entire development, because Mega World is a township, and it builds the malls and the restaurants and all the facilities for people, kind of making the town and the community, not just apartments and condos. So this is all of their projects, starting with the mall that we walked right through that entrance there, and we're in these offices. And everything that's kind of in color has already been built, and the white, opaque projects, buildings over here, those are in the works, and that's what we're interested in seeing today.
Also, the apartment that we're touring is also kitty corner to the Mitsukoshi Mall, which is my favorite mall.
But those don't have a ton of detail. Ciryl says that this one over here is the first unit that she's gonna show us, and it's the Uptown Arts Residence. I love arts. That makes it feel like it's gonna be a museum or something. But this building looks beautiful. And they have a showroom. We get to see one of their 2-bedroom models.
Yeah.
Do you also have 3-bedroom units?
Yeah, we have, but the model unit, we only have like the 2-bedroom
Okay.
unit. Yeah, this is for the Uptown Arts, and this is one of our high-end projects. So right now, we delivered smart home switches.
Ooh, smart home switches. This is nice. So even though it's not a 3-bedroom, it'll give us an idea of the kind of finishes and the layouts that they can do. So right when you walk in, there's a dining area in front of you and the kitchen to the left. And I like that it's sort of in the middle between closed off and open, because it's like right here, openness. The kitchen space is small but precise because you have your cooktop, you have an oven, the nice big sink, a hood, some cabinets, and then this refrigerator. I like this refrigerator. Gourmet.
Yeah.
Gourmet. That sounds very, very fancy. I've never heard of that brand.
Yeah, that's a European brand. So that's it's included in your unit. So Gourmet is the brand. Same with the range hood. Gourmet. This
Gourmet.
Gourmet.
Yes.
Yeah, it's also Gourmet. So it's also included. The 4 induction cooktop, even the oven. It's already included. Even this white marble countertop, it's all included. And as you can see, this black or matte cabinets, the name, the brand of this is Hucker, and it's European brand as well.
Hucker. It doesn't sound as luxurious as Gourmet, but it looks as good.
Yeah.
That's nice, yeah. And just on the other side of the kitchen is the helper's room. So there's enough space for a bed, some storage, laundry, toilet / wet room.
I think that it actually feels pretty spacious in here, but an important note is the model that we're in is only about 80 square meters, and that's smaller than the actual units will be. This one would be about 98 square meters in real life. But even with that in mind, like, I think that the living room over here, for example, looks really spacious, and the way that it's an open concept with the dining area and even going into the kitchen makes it feel very roomy, even as it is.
There's a balcony right off the living room, and ooh, I love that it's floor to almost ceiling windows, and a door for the balcony, not sliding. Oh, that breeze. Just kidding, it's just staged. So no view right now because it's the model, but the other ones will have a view.
I like how you locked it.
Did I? I like to be safe. It's a fairly big balcony. It actually stretches all the way to the bedrooms, but that's the only access. Let's go check out the bedrooms from their point of entry. But before we get there, there's a full bathroom in the hallway, and everything you see in here, Ciryl says, is included. You don't have to spend more money for upgrades. The vanity and toilet are Villeroy and Bach. It's a European brand, and it looks beautiful, super stylish. They've been around since 1748, which is older than the United States. Even the natural stone that's covering the walls is standard. Again, it looks really nice in there. And the light, it just turned off. I don't know if you can notice or not, but it's because it's automated motion sensors. So now I'll turn it back on.
And this one would be my room. It's a nice queen bedroom with a good queen bed and a desk and a good sized TV. I like that it's got big windows out to the balcony and good curtains for when I want to sleep.
Now the desk built-in stuff isn't standard, but the built-in storage here for the closet is, and it's 3 large doors. And unlike this model, this would actually come with split type AC in both of the bedrooms.
So this would be my bedroom. It's the master. I have a ball, whatever they're called. Some weights, a painting, a bed, a TV, a clock, and a window. I have a bathroom. This is my bathroom with lights and stuff, like a mirror right there, and the shower I have. Yeah. Here's the dressers.
There's also a mini gym so I can get the games and become strong.
I mentioned that the door in the living room was the only access to the balcony, and that was kind of true. This room actually has its own balcony. It's separate from the other one, and in front they have floor-to-ceiling windows, so it's really beautiful. Another thing that's included is in the corner, they have to have like a structural post, and they've covered it with mirrors, so totally included. This is their standard closet. It's linear, but if you want a walk-in closet, you can probably add that. Or if you want to make the workout area a sitting area, it's kind of a flex space that you can do what you want with.
And just like I was saying out in the living room, this is actually smaller than it would be in the true unit, and that's pretty notable because the bathroom's already bigger than the one that's in the hallway. The bedroom is already very spacious, but it would be even larger than what we see and experience here right now.
Now let's check out the site where they're actually building these units.
Okay.
The building is right up here. You can see that it's still under construction. Ciryl, when is the completion date for that building?
Yeah, that will be finished by September 30, 2025, next year.
Okay, that's a good timing for us too, yeah.
And we're still offering that one, the Uptown Arts Residence, for zero down payment, no down payment, zero interest, and you can pay it 40 months to pay, zero interest.
That sounds like a pretty good deal. Landers is right across the street from the building too, and so you've got your membership shopping, groceries, and then all this retail and restaurants really right across the street from you, right at the fingertips.
So here it is, and I have to say, I really like the placement. I mean, not only is it a good area of Uptown, but it is surrounded by streets. So on this side, we've got a diagonal street, I'm not even sure which one, going that direction. So there's only one side of the entire building that's gonna have anything next to it, and even that's gonna be years and years down the road. So it's a very open feel instead of being really closed in by other high-rises, like our current place is.
And Mitsukoshi Mall is right there, and I love Mitsukoshi Mall specifically because they have Funko Pops and mangas, which is for like anime, because there's animes and they make books out of them. And I love anime, I've been watching it since I was like 6.
Ciryl, the timing works out great for us, and you do have 3-bedroom units available, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about price.
Yeah, so the price here, for the studio, it starts at around 17 million pesos. For a 1-bed, it starts around 25 million pesos. For 2-bedroom, around 35 million. And for the 3-bedroom, it's around 45 million pesos. That's for the Uptown Arts Residence.
Okay, so 45 million you said?
Yeah.
45 million pesos. So that's under $800,000. And that's much more affordable than what we're paying in the United States right now. Okay, well, and the financing kind of seems reasonable to do financing through you guys. Yeah, what else should we know?
Yeah.
It's interesting to us.
Yeah, actually this Uptown Arts Residence, here in the Philippines, we have I saw you're very interested.
Yeah.
You're very interested, but as of now, we already reached the 40% allowed foreign ownership for the building of Uptown Arts Residence. So here in the Philippines, foreigners can buy condos. They can buy condos, you can buy condos, but per condo, we only have limited to 40%. 40% allowed ownership for foreigners. So for example, we have 100 units in that condo. We only allowed to sell 40 units to foreigners. And now, Ma'am Aaron, Sir Phil, we already reached that 40%.
No! Oh my gosh, I thought we were on to something. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh. So this is a common comment that we get from our followers is why don't you buy a house on the beach, but foreigners can't own land, as far as we know, and then the only option to own property in the Philippines for foreigners is condo units, because you're not really owning the land, you're owning above the land, and they also have a capacity of that only 40% of a building can be owned by foreigners, and they're already maxed out.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other options or anything else we should consider?
Yes. So yeah, it's a good news as well because we just launched that project. The name of the project is Uptown Modern. So we just Uptown Modern. It's we just launched it last year, September 2023, and we're still offering it at its introductory price or the launching price.
So is that going to be the similar price for a 3-bedroom as the Arts?
Yes, most likely. It's almost the same amount, same price. And then the Uptown Arts and Uptown Modern, because we also do some competitors profile. So far, the Uptown Arts and the Uptown Modern, that's the most affordable in terms of price per square meter here in BGC area.
Okay, so where's that building going to be?
Yeah, the Uptown Modern is just beside the Uptown Arts. It's just there.
Basically the same lot?
Yes.
Oh, I see how big this lot is.
Yeah.
It goes really far. So, okay. Oh, but here's another important question. When is that completion date going to be?
Yeah, it will be turned over by June 2031. Yeah, June 2031.
And that's too far out for us.
So that would be a year after Brooklyn and Colt graduate from high school. We can't possibly see that far out, you know? But, so that's gonna be the one building that's next to Arts, though. It is gonna be your other building, essentially. So those two high-rises side by side. Well, that's cool that they're both right in the same little patch surrounded by streets, but yeah, that timing.
You are allowed to sell the property even before the turnover. That's how other investors do. So they buy and then sell the property.
And then they avoid the turnover.
Yeah. So they don't have to pay the taxes. They don't have to pay the turnover balance because the new buyer will be the one to do the turnover balance. So let's say you already paid around, because that's 6 years to pay. So let's say for 6 years, that's 40% of the total price. So you can sell it at a higher price.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is good to know. I still think that the timings wouldn't be quite right for us, but it could be right for you. Even the Arts building, if you're a resident or a local Filipina or Filipina and you're looking for a unit to invest or to live in, that could work for you. And then also the new modern building, getting in early is always a good investment.
I don't know, I might be more interested in talking about it as an investment thing than an actual home, because we can continue to rent. It might be a little bit problematic to actually buy here for foreigners anyway, when you're in our position of not knowing where we're gonna live even a year or two down the road. But Ciryl was giving us a little illustration earlier about one Uptown, and when they did the pre-selling on those, they were selling for about 67,000 US, and then it ended up climbing to over $250,000 US. So if we have the ability to basically put a deposit down, go under contract on a place with zero intention of ever living in it, and being able to sell it even long before the building is completed, I mean, it's basically just a place to store money and potentially have a big return a couple of years down the road, right? If we did that, Ciryl, is there any, can we sell it at any time when we want to during the construction process?
Yeah, minimum at least 2 years of straight monthly amortization. After 2 years, you can already sell the property. So MegaWorld allows that even you're not yet fully paid with the whole unit or with the whole purchase price. So you are allowed to sell. So most of our clients, they do it for investments. We have more investors that want to buy and sell the property.
That is awesome. I feel like this is a successful episode and a successful outing for us, because although we're not finding the exact right fit, we're learning a lot, and we're getting closer, a little bit closer, and we've got time. We've got more I think we need to explore before making a decision.
Yeah. Yes, and then we can also check the actual site, because from the actual site of the Uptown Modern, you can see the actual location of the Metro Manila subway.
That's right, I forgot this is a huge key component. They're building the subway station, and it is gonna be less than a block, maybe across the street from the building site. So that is huge, where you can get, you have access to pretty much everywhere else in Metro Manila. So you've got Mitsukoshi, Uptown Mall, the subway to take you anywhere. I forgot, that is a very good point.
Yeah. So that one, the Metro Manila subway, it's already under construction now in the Quezon City area, and that subway will be finished by 2029. the turnover of the condo 2031. By that time, you can already use the subway.
It's operating. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to NAIA Terminal 3 to the airport directly.
Oh, that's huge!
Yeah.
Mind blown. So it's gonna be a direct line from Terminal 3 straight there.
Yeah.
Changes everything.
You go see it?
Yeah.
Let's go see it. Let's go check it out. Now, this is one of the most exciting things I think that's happening to this area and Metro Manila, the subway system that they're building. And we went to Bridgetown not too long ago. We mentioned that episode. They're building a subway station not too far from that development as well. So many access points. This is gonna be so much better for the environment to have this mode of transportation. So much better for the traffic and the congestion that happens here. Another one of the many, many reasons we are so into Uptown. We've literally walked across the street and down the block just a little bit. So the arts building is right there. The Modern building is right behind us, and the subway hub is literally across the street right there. So you could go from the airport, cross the street, and you're in your unit.
I'm actually kind of tempted by this, and I like a couple of things. Number one, the fact that we could sell it without ever actually completing construction. Number two, our payments would be lower during that period of time because we would have 6 years to pay with the financing option here, versus in the arts building, it would be 40 months. So the payments are smaller, and in fact, for a 3-bedroom, we'd be looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of a monthly payment of, say, $1,600. There'd be the reservation fee up front, which is about $1,200 US, and then the annual balloon payment, which is around $44,000. I mean, overall, we're still talking about something in that range of rent. But if we could make $250,000 by selling it in a few years, that would be pretty awesome.
We want to give a big thank you to Ciryl. Thank you for showing us around and teaching us so much. But if you want to get in touch with Ciryl, we are going to leave her contact information in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you are inspired to subscribe and like and comment and reach out to us, reach out to Ciryl, and we're going to see you in the next episode. That goes to the other bedroom.
A real woman alpha wolf. Oh my god, look at me, alpha wolf. Look at my tail, my glorious tail, my alpha tail. I also have wings because I'm a furry.
Brooklyn Ray, feeding us with behind-the-scenes shots for 2 years.
She's a gem.